What's going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is all about helping people navigate their ascension or awakening process. And today is my Friday question and answer video where I answer as many of my subscribers' questions as I possibly can. And I always leave a list of all the questions right down below in the description box. Someone says, and I'll try to go quickly through this. I have so many blocks in my life and I've been really stuck the last few years. Now that my Kundalini is woken, my life shut down even further. It's been relentless for 7 months, unemployed, stuck at home. My family has no idea what's wrong with me. I'm trying to accept that maybe this is healing me and clearing my blocks, but dude, this sucks. It's tough. The energy is surging inside me. I have ADHD as well. And I can't take my stimulant medication, and it's just like, this is taking its toll on her. This is how it went down for me too, dude. It was just really, really, really awful and rough in the beginning. Not everyone experiences this, but it was like that for me, and it gets better. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe your body was just really, in your life, and your state of mind was really not ready for this awakening. And that's how a lot of people, in my opinion, what I sense are going to start to experience. Which is why it's important for people like you to go through this, because you'll have an understanding that can help other people in a way that people who had it somewhat easier aren't going to be able to, they're not going to be able to help that person the same way you can. So it's kind of the way of the world, man. You know, I've encountered so many problems and struggles and like misfortune in my life, but I am grateful for all that because it's made me into the person I am today. And if I had the past life that I would have wanted or could have colored up for myself, I would not be the person I am today. I would not be helping people. Like, I wouldn't feel passionate about helping people. I'd be living a cozy, pretty boring, possibly unfulfilling life. So my advice for you and anybody going through this, and it's easy for me to say, but make the most of it. Understand it's happening for a reason, that you are tough enough to handle it, otherwise you wouldn't have attracted this into your life, and that it will pay off in a big way down the line for you, because you will have an energy and an aura about you that will be infectious, and people will gravitate towards you, and they will look to you for wisdom and guidance and strength. And when you can provide that for them, you will have a degree of satisfaction that not everyone gets to experience. Could you please give us some advice or insight on ascension, being an empath, and beginning a relationship? It sounds like this person was doing fairly well for her, you know, during this ascension or awakening journey, but now she's in this new relationship and she's feeling way like out of balance and out of sorts and very emotional and kind of going through more of like the challenging symptoms of an awakening. And this is a good thing, man. You were just kind of coasting a little bit, and this relationship is starting to kind of accelerate your awakening. And whenever we accelerate our awakening, it manifests in a lot of like uncomfortable experiences and symptoms, usually. So don't view it as something's wrong. View it as this person is obviously in your life probably for a reason and is helping you more quickly come into a more ascended state of being. Happened with me and my wife before we even knew we were ascending or anything. This is a long time ago. I met her when I was like 21 years old. I just turned 21, I think. And at that point, I was like getting over my drug addiction. I'd been clean a couple years and I felt fairly stable, fairly grounded, fairly happy. I was in a nice routine. I was back from Florida, kind of getting reintegrated. I had like a nice job and things were going well. And I met this beautiful girl, and all of a sudden shit hit the fan. All my little childhood issues started coming out, and same with her. We triggered each other so bad. We had so many blowouts and messy experiences. She punched me in the face one time. You know, we had these crazy, and we were young too. So we had these really freaking like mad, like insane experiences, you know, a lot of them. But now we have such an amazing relationship. We are so like telepathic. We can just sit there. We oftentimes like, it's hard to even express in words the connection we have, the depth of our understanding and how well we really know each other. We have helped each other evolve. We've been on the same path for like over a decade, and it's beautiful. It's worth all the turmoil. And say it doesn't work out with this person. Look at it like, wow, you really got to kickstart to your awakening, man. You're going to sort out a bunch of things. If it doesn't work out, fine. You got a lot of benefit out of it. So don't look at it as a bad thing. Don't look at it as, don't see your imbalance and problems and symptoms as something negative. See it as a positive reflection of all the changes you're going through. Someone says, I'm going to college and it's just very hard for them to study. They have all this Kundalini energy and it's hard for them to concentrate. They're doing their best, but they're flunking out and their parents are pissed. I had the exact same situation. Yeah, I was taking college courses too, and I had to drop out personally because I could not read. I could not read a paragraph without so much Kundalini energy getting forced into my brain. It felt like it was going to explode. And regardless if I could have sucked that up, I couldn't comprehend, like this guy said, I couldn't comprehend reading. It was pointless. I could have spent hours, and the more I would try, the less I would comprehend. And the demands of college, you have to read a lot. You have to do a lot of stuff, and I felt like I had the mental capacity in that regard of like a little kid, like a little 5-10-year-old kid. It was pointless. It was a waste of my money. I wasn't going to get anything out of it. Even sitting in class for like an hour, listening to someone for an hour, drew up energy as it became too much like a cerebral experience. So I don't have any, unfortunately, I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe it's time, maybe you don't need college, maybe I don't know. If you're really meant to go to college and it's something necessary in your path, you'll find a way, or you'll flunk out and you'll go back. It's easier because I'm not 18 or 19 years old anymore, but having lived 32 years, I can see now a lot of times things that seem just so big. I can't imagine dropping out of college. This is going to be the end of the world. And yet, it wouldn't be. It wasn't for me. I ended up going into a different career, which was rewarding, fun, lucrative, and I didn't have to, I wanted to be a psychologist at the time. I was looking at getting an 8-9 year college stint, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. Times are different now, man. Look up online. What do you want to do with your life? Figure it out. Model people who are doing that. There's other ways. Or, I'm not trying to say drop out of college, but I don't know what to tell you. There are certain techniques you can do to kind of alleviate that pressure in your head, like going for walks, exercise, stillness meditation, eating healthy, or sometimes even eating heavier foods to kind of ground that energy, like unhealthy foods even. I would recommend trying those things, and more importantly, just accept that don't take your life so seriously. Nobody in it. This is advice I could afford to hear every day as well. I'm not above this, but life is really just a little stint in the grand scheme of your soul's journey throughout eternity. And what's really important is you just being a good person, growing, being loving, doing the best you can, and whatever challenges face you. And sometimes when life forces you out of one thing and you really think you need to hang on to it, usually it's because something else is awesome waiting for you. So if you just let go, you can get to that next step. You'll never get to the next step if you just are too anal and holding on to all these things. But again, only you can decide whether this is something worth trying to overcome or it's something that is trying to send you off into a new direction. Someone just asked me if I could talk about aliens. They didn't have anything in particular. I'm not like an alien expert, although I do feel that I am strongly connected with aliens, and I feel like either I haven't had any lives here and I've always been an alien, or I've been primarily an alien and I maybe had a few lives here to prepare me for this incarnation. I don't know exactly. And in fact, I've done past life regressions, and now I'm starting to suspect that the whole experience was more just like a imagery my consciousness used to help me heal from perhaps this life stuff. I don't really know. Anyway, aliens, yeah, there's a lot of us here. A lot of aliens are here. A lot of people from Atlantis and higher beings who have been embodying consciousness more closer to that of the source, meaning they're higher consciousness beings. They don't always choose to come down to these really dense realms, and a lot of these higher people, these aliens, have come here. A lot of this ascension is really building us up for contact with aliens. I don't believe it's going to happen as soon as people are hoping. Like, there's certain people I pop into once in a while, like David Wilcock. And every time I go on his blog, it's like, disclosure's happening tomorrow. You got to believe it. You just check out this interview I did with Benjamin Fulford, and disclosures, they're pretty soon there's going to be a massive announcement. And every month he's saying the same damn things. And so are a lot of people. And I'm not saying all these things aren't going on behind the scenes, but I don't believe that humanity is anywhere near ready for alien contact just yet. A lot of us aren't. If we were, we would be having it. We'd be taking up one of the ships and hanging out with the aliens, but we're not ready. We think we are. Consciousness is too full of fear still. We're still purging all this fear. And once we are more absent of it, and we can experience something so foreign to us without this fear energy that's been kind of like imposed on us coming up, we can kind of meet them halfway. And that's what I believe they're waiting for. They're waiting for humanity's collective consciousness to raise a lot higher than it is now. And then they'll start to slowly warm us up to the idea of their presence. It'll probably start seeping into the subtlest things in life. More movies will be about aliens, more UFO sightings, more crop circle sightings, more people studying crop circles, more of this research getting filtered into the mainstream. And before you know it, aliens won't be so taboo or so wishy-washy. It'll be more like, oh yeah, they're probably around. You know, once more people think like that, then they'll probably come in. But the best thing that you could do if you really are, a lot of you guys are very anxious to see the aliens, and I get it. I'm kind of excited too. Keep raising your consciousness, man. Keep trudging along. Find your purpose. Give back. You know, help the collective. Contribute. I'm not sure if you're looking for like specific details about particular races or whatever. I'm not the person to ask for that. I have my own suspicions of where I'm from or connected to, but I don't know if that's relevant. Someone asked me if you can gain immortality. I would ask you, would you really want to gain immortality? Do you really want to live here forever? Is it possible? I don't think so. No, I doubt it, honestly. What do you think? Come on. Things are pretty magical now, but they're not that magical yet. Perhaps in the next 50 years, it might be something that people can do or whatever, but God, I wouldn't want to, man. What, you'd be like a super like old guy, you know, 20,000 years from now still doing what, you know, I don't know. Oh, I don't know why you asked me that, but that's something that I don't see. No. Maybe. Anything's possible, man. Just, you know, I have a lot of people kind of just, I'm not going to answer them specifically, but a lot of people are just contacting me recently, which is really like grim situations. Like, and they kind of tell me all the different things are on their plate, all the different challenges that are in their lap, you know, things going on with their family and their children, and just really like hard situations. And I wish that there was something I could say or give you that will alleviate the tensions associated with your situation from you. But as I mentioned before, the tension is going to shape you into an awesome person who has been there and done that and can help people. That's why we're here, guys. We are here to help. We're not really here to escape out of here and to float back into where we came from. We are here to get our shit together and go out and serve. And you'll know it's time when you feel that call to do so. And it'll feel great. You'll be happy you're here. You'll be happy you went through all that. And you'll be happy. It feels fun and exciting and just very joyful to help other people. And sometimes you just need someone to say, it's going to be okay. And it's going to be okay, man. I love you. Okay? Other people love you. There is love present within you. Maybe you don't always feel it. You are loved by your spirits, by the angels, all the beings, the aliens that are watching you. They love you. They are our family. You are protected. All this stuff out here really is an illusion. It's not really real. It's like a video game, and you could stop playing whenever you want. But you don't want to stop playing yet. That's why you're still in it. And the purpose of you being here, going through what you're going through, extends so far beyond your little life and your little problems. No offense. It's bigger than you, bigger than me, bigger than everyone you know combined. Your energy that is growing and transforming under the scene, beneath the surface, behind the scenes, is here to transform an entire civilization, an entire planet, to help it move into a better dimension. Okay? And apparently, your exact struggles in this exact moment are exactly what you need to best serve yourself and the whole.